we set out to make an entertaining and an enjoyable and informative story about a rescue mission. But as it evolved, I realized that we had access to too much money, too many extras, you know, too much manpower. And slowly it's evolved into something much bigger.
The film Daddy is making is a metaphor for the journey into self. It's scary to watch someone confront their fears. Fear of failure, fear of death, fear of getting a bad clam, fear of...
Who are you talking to, honey?
The camera. Daddy is not the first filmmaker to tackle these fears. D.W. Griffith wanted to make part Deux in 1921. However, production was scrubbed when he realized sound film hadn't been invented, rendering the story's sensitive dialogue scenes useless. Producer David O. Selznick envisioned part Deux as a lavish spectacle with Vivian Leigh as Ramada, Stan Laurel playing Topper in his dramatic debut, and a young Lloyd Bridges as Tug Benson. None of these efforts materialized, but the story influenced an entire generation of Hollywood films. Movies like Rambo, No Way Out, and even Lady and the Tramp.
A symphony, a very beautiful sonata, my innamorata. Say that you're my sweetheart, my love.
Pat called me up one day, and he had just had lunch with Bram Stoker. That's really how everything got rolling. It was initially Bram Stoker's idea.
Fox didn't even know they were making this. I don't know if Jim told you, we actually lied about what we were making, and Home Alone 3, we told them, and they were very happy about that.
You know how it feels to have your heart shot at a season and strapped to the hood of a car? Ramada, I don't think so.
We lied about budget, locations. Finally, we told them that I wasn't going to direct. And then by the time they realized I showed up on the set as a director, we were already on location, so they had no choice but to go through with it.
February 1989. Production is underway at an isolated monastery in downtown Malibu. After 70 years in development, Hot Shots Part Deux is rolling, with a cast featuring Charlie Sheen as Topper, Valeria Golino as Ramada, Richard Crenna as Walters, and Brenda Baki as CIA operative Michelle Huddleston. Due to an ironclad contract signed in the 50s, Lloyd Bridges is still Tug Benson.
I remember reading that.
Daddy wanted Brando, and he sulks over news reports. For the first time, he feels the pressure of a project that has defeated many a filmmaker.
I've asked these actors to go to places they've never been before, to search for truths that they've never seen in themselves. And we can now begin to see where our moment is in film history.
Topper.
In today's scene, we find war hero Topper Harley living with monks when he's recruited to go in and get the men, who went in to get the men, who went in to get the men.
This mission's important, Topper. We've got to take care of our people. Come with me.
Cut. Colonel, I'm sorry. It's got to end for me sometime.
If you should change your mind, here's my 900 number. It's $5 a minute. I'll waive the charges.
Day 17. A smog alert forces the crew to move inside to a climate-controlled soundstage.
We're on a bell.
Daddy is rehearsing a crucial scene in which Tug Benson, now the president, meets with his advisors.
Topper Harley.
We've served together before, sir. There's no one better.
Cookie?
Cut. Good.
Okay, let's print that. We'll do one more like that, and then we'll go on.
Daddy is thrilled with the early footage and especially moved by Lloyd's performance.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was good. Yeah.
I loved it to begin with. I loved the director, everybody. They had a wonderful atmosphere on the set, and he was mainly responsible, Jim.
His direction on this one is flawless.
Yeah. And I can tell in your performance.
Thank
it's
you.
really great.
And yours. Your
Really?
work is
You think so?
Oscar material, yeah.
We were having a lot of fun, you know. Jim Abrams was laughing. He had this smile on his face.
How about the catering on this show? The catering's amazing. The weather.
It is. Oh.
The wardrobe, thank you.
Wardrobe and yeah.
The
And you look
smoothest set in
great.
10 years.
We knew we were making a hit, and Pat and Jim were just cooking.
Jamie, what are you doing here?
I'm making a movie about your movie.
You should have said something to Daddy.
Is she in the union? Can she handle camera?
I don't know. This begs a lot of questions, doesn't it?
You didn't know she was going to do this?
I'm totally shocked.
I calmed Daddy down by telling him I'd send a tape of him directing to Entertainment Tonight.
Well, sweetheart, that's phenomenal. What a tremendous initiative on your part.
Yeah.
People will do anything for publicity. Day 43. Tug joins the ex-presidents at a library dedication. Daddy insisted on authenticity, and the actor spent weeks studying the mannerisms of our former leaders.
Don't shoot this yet. We're not ready.
Mr. Bridges told me the scene is instrumental in carrying the film's political subtext.
So, Lloyd, can you still do that and still hit Mr. Bush in the in this groin? In the future, when people look at this movie, the big question will be, was Lloyd Bridges' presidential character more an homage to Bush? Was it Reagan-esque in its quality? Or was there even a hint of Gerald Ford?
Reset.
Day 76. The company moves to the Delta. In this sequence, Topper reunites with Ramada, and the mission grows dangerous.
Shut off your engine. We are coming aboard.
Tensions run high as actors do take after take. I sense a change in Daddy, and I think the cast does too.
Action!
Patrol boats coming.
Cut. Cut. Right away back. Wait till you hear patrol boat coming to come. One more time. Do that one more time. Back to one, please. We'll do it again.
Still rolling. Reset.
Get her out of here.
Cut. Let's do that one more time.
Every scene we do 17, 18, 27 different ways. I don't know what to do next.
One more time. A little more subtle than that, Joe.
I understand the method approach, you know, getting an actor to do things for the sake of the production, but
You gotta do one more.
that cost us an extra $26 million.
Jimmy's under a lot of pressure. He's
Hey, shove over, son. I got dibs on a window seat.
Okay, that's a print. Let's do one more in the morning. All right.
Well, this is going to go on and on. I don't know what the hell we're going to do.
Oh, really? All right, let's do one more then. No.
Right away.
And you want to choke the guy, you want to, but hit him or do anything that's going to make him finish this picture.
Jim's inside watching dailies now. Yesterday we shot 30 seconds of film, which is really great. We had a big day yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Valeria there?
Yeah. Well, that performance doesn't happen. That's just not happening.
Is this daytime? This is daytime.
Yeah, this is her. No. Well, yeah, but look, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. No, I don't believe that.
She's smiling. Why would she smile?
She just doesn't get. This is a reshoot. Action.
This is a restaurant scene, an Italian restaurant, and we flew the prop men to New York for homemade pasta. Now, I know that may seem excessive, but, you know, it is an important scene in the film.
This is the stuff.
Everything anybody wore was Italian. You had the whole crew speaking Italian during that time.
It's supposed to stick to the wall. It didn't stick to the wall. How do we expect our actors to act? How do we expect anything to happen?
He goes a little too far sometimes. He forgets himself.
We'll close down the set, we'll get the appropriate pasta, and we'll go on. We'll be logical grown-ups about this.
The entire scene was cut. Daddy just didn't believe in the pasta. The studio's been hassling Dad about the budget, and we're months behind schedule. But I think he's holding up okay.
We're a little bit behind, and he's a little nervous right now, but I think he's doing quite well.
He handles pressure really well.
Oh, he handles pressure very well. He's, the crew still, he's getting along well with the crew. And we've gone over some changes in the script that haven't seemed to have thrown him at all.
Look, I'm slightly unclear how we're going to keep to the budget which has been proposed. In fact, I'm sure we're wildly over budget.
There's several people who've had to sell their homes. Several children being taken away.
Some people sold their bodies, sold blood.
I haven't been paid at all. Why, is there a problem with this?
What was the question?
They stopped paying me. They stopped paying Valeria, Richard, Lloyd, Brenda. So we had to walk, we had to walk out. They got the money somewhere. They took some of Macaulay Culkin's salary back from Home Alone 2 and paid us.
Compounding the budget problems was Dad's insistence on reshooting the monastery scene. The entire set had to be rebuilt under expert supervision.
Hi, this is Bob Vila. We're here in Thailand on the set of Hot Shots 2. And Jim Abrams is, he's a great guy, but he's running a little bit behind schedule and a little bit behind budget, and he's asked me to help build this ashram that they need for the movie. And we're very fortunate to have all these wonderful monks, the locals here, who are going to be extras in the movie, but they're also actually helping with the construction. In fact, I'm just giving them a hand right now with the staging. If you'd give me that and bring us another case of caulking compound for the top, okay, thanks. Fellas, I think we need to lower this thing by 6 inches. We'll just cut it down, each one by one, and we'll be fine, okay? Yeah, we're gonna bring this one in on budget.
Rumors swirled on the set. Crew members were deserting, and the ones that were staying weren't happy.
Everybody quit. Everybody walked. We still have the original craft service man and the guy that cleans my trailer.
What's happening is we can't pay some of the people, and they quit. They just are walking off the picture right now.
We've had casualties, and honestly, I think that Jim is one of them.
He said some pretty nasty things to me. Aspersions about my wife having affairs with people, just to get a performance out of me. I don't understand him. He's really flipped.
He sets up adversarial situations among all of us. Trust is non-existent on the set.
Now, would we do bursts?
Yeah. I had an emotional scene in the middle of the picture. I'm sorry, sweetheart. But this all-day sucker is down to the soggy white stick. We use a menthol blower to create a tearing effect. Jim took it upon himself to replace the substance in the blower with Windex, and was blind for about a week and a half. I didn't think that was right.
Even Valeria has had problems with him.
I'm fine. It's been great.
Action! Wait a second.
He's still a very, very dear friend of mine.
Shoot! Don't be shy. Put your arms